Good morning. Today we'll start with the next topic of alternative fuels. Future scenario for liquefied petroleum gas vehicles. Cost saving, longer life of engine and less emission will attract the public for making use of LPG run vehicles. Future of LPG vehicles is bright provided the following improvements in the system are made. At present, in many countries, LPG cylinders are used in the vehicles. The weight of cylinder is a disadvantage. Some amount of power is wasted in carrying these cylinders along with the vehicles. However, in developing countries, most LPG cars use LPG tank. The LPG tank is usually the same size as a spare wheel and fits snugly into the space for the spare wheel. Such LPG tanks instead of cylinders should be used in cars running on LPG. Effort must be made to have more LPG filling stations at convenient locations so that LPG tanks can be filled up easily. Safety devices are to introduced to prevent accident due to explosion of the gas cylinders or leakage in the gas pipes. LPG propane fuel system. Propane has been tested in fleet vehicles for a number of years. It is a good high-octane SI engine fuel and produces less emissions than gasoline. About 60% less carbon monoxide, 30% less hydrocarbon and 20% less NOx. So it is a clean fuel. Propane is stored as a liquid under high pressure and delivered through a high pressure line to the engine where it is vaporized. Hence propane has sufficient precautions are to be taken before fitting the vehicle with the fuel feed system. Otherwise there is every possibility of gas leakage causing fire hazard. Being a gaseous fuel, it is a high has the disadvantage of lower engine volumetric efficiency. LPG propane fuel feed system is shown in figure 7.4. You can see in this figure typically LPG propane fuel feed system of an automobile vehicle. So at the rear side you had the LPG propane tank unit at the rear side. This is your pipeline which will carry this gas, and this is your vacuum filter fuel lock. After this fuel is carried to the converter regulator. So this converter regulator will take the heat from the engine, because at the converter regulator this liquefied petroleum gas will be converted into gaseous form, so its temperature will decrease. To avoid the gas to freeze, we use we use engine heat from the engine to maintain the temperature of this gas at a certain temperature, and then after that you have LPG propane carburetor. So this is the typically LPG propane fuel feed system of an automobile. So this fuel feed system has a storage tank placed in the rear portion of the vehicle, vacuum filter fuel lock, the converter regulator and LPG propane carburetor are in front side of the engine. In the fuel feed system, liquid LPG is pushed through the fuel pipeline to the converter. The liquid is converted into vapor by converter. A large temperature drop occurs as LPG changes from liquid to vapor. LPG should be prevented from freezing within the converter. For this purpose, the engine cooling water is passed close to the converter, which prevents the gas from freezing. LPG vapor moves to the LPG propane carburetor. This carburetor supplies the air-fuel mixture to the engine for combustion. At present, LPG auto conversion kits are available for converting petrol-run cars into LPG gas-run cars. These kits contain auxiliary like converter or pressure regulator, LPG vapor air mixing unit known as mixer, and other units which are essential for conversion from petrol driven vehicles to LPG driven vehicles. So dual fuel operation, what is meant dual fuel? We can use both fuels, petrol and liquid petroleum gas in the same automobile, same vehicle. Automobile can be made to run either on petrol or LPG. This dual fuel operation enables the users to change from LPG to petrol or from petrol to LPG at his convenience by merely pressing a button. On the petrol line, there is an electromechanical solenoid. This device closes the flow of petrol during the operation of LPG and opens the petrol line when the engine is running on petrol. The next fuel is your biogas. What is biogas? Biogas is another alternative fuel tried in diesels. Biogas can be produced by anaerobic digestion of organic matter. Potential raw materials available on a large scale are cow dung, municipal waste, and plants specially grown for this purpose like water, algae, certain types of grasses. The main disadvantage of biogas is that it can be produced in rural areas from readily available materials. Biogas gases mainly of methane and carbon dioxide. Its calorific value is low, but its knock resistance is high and ignition quality is low. In dual fuel type diesel engine, the gas is mixed with the incoming air and ignited by pilot diesel fuel injection. Similar to behavior of coal, diesel, oil, dual fuel engines, this gas engine also suffers a fall in efficiency at part loads compared to diesel engine, but has good efficiency at full power output. Producer gas, this is also alternate fuel. Producer gas is made by flowing air and steam through a thick coal or coke bed, which ranges in temperature from red hot to low temperature. The oxygen in the air burns the carbon to carbon dioxide, and this CO2 gets reduced to carbon monoxide by contacting with carbon above the combustion zone. Steam gets dissociated, which introduces hydrogen, and the feed oxygen combines with the carbon. Producer gas has a high percentage of nitrogen since air is used, thus it has a low heat value. Blast furnace gas is another byproduct of melting of iron ore in steel plants. It is similar to the previous gas, which is producer gas. So this consists principally carbon monoxide and nitrogen. So it is same, and the same almost it is similar to producer gas and has a low heating value. Then you have coke oven gas. This is also used as a fuel. Coke oven gas is obtained as a byproduct when making coke. Its energy depends on the coal used and also upon the method of operating the oven. So the volatile portion of the coal is driven off by the application of heat, and heavier hydrocarbons are cracked, which results in a gas high in hydrogen and methane along with other products. Next is your benzol. Benzol is a coal tar distillate that consists of about 70% benzene and 20% toluene and 10% xylene and trace amount of sulfur burning compounds. So it has a high anti-knock characteristics. It has a freezing point of about 6 degrees, which limits it as a fuel in cold climates. It can't be used because it will freeze out. Its specific gravity is 0.8, specific heat is 0.4, latent heat of evaporation about 190, and viscosity about 20 SSU. It is considerably less detonating than gasoline, as such compression ratio of 69.9 can be used. Next is your acetone. Also we can acetone use. It's much volatile than methanol. It can be also alternative fuel. Its anti-knock quality is higher than that of butanol, hence it is a desirable fuel for blend with butanol. And diethyl ether is a very volatile fuel. It is used with other fuels to increase the volatility of the blend. In a summary, it may be stated that with increasing air pollution problems and a petroleum shortage looming on the horizon, major research and development programs are being conducted throughout the world to find a suitable alternate fuels to supply engine needs for the coming decades. This is up to here about the alternative fuels. In the next video, we will come with the next topic, and subscribe my channel and like this video. If you have any comment, you can put into the below sections. Thank you for watching this video.